So the Avata 360 might be the most confusing drone DJI has literally ever made, because it's not even an FPV drone anymore. There's some three main points I want to get off my chest, so by the end of the video, you guys know what I'm trying to say. But before we get into those, I need to tell you guys just a little bit of backstory just so that you know my perspective. So for a very long time, I've been wanting to get into the FPV world. Years ago, I used to follow channels that were all about like building a drone and all these other things and soldering and building this thing so that you could do all these crazy cool stunts and get all these really cool camera angles. And then as FPV kind of got bigger and bigger, you see other YouTubers that were starting to use these FPV drones for like their really cool cinematic moving shots, or like even in Hollywood films, get these really cool shots of car chases and all these other cool things. So for years I've been wanting to get one, build one, buy one, whatever I had to do just to get into that. But there's always a lot of friction. There's always, I don't know if I want to gather up all the parts and find them and have to put it together. And what if it doesn't work and all these other things, and how much money am I gonna have to spend on it? And you know, there's just a lot of friction in my mind anyway before I could actually pull the trigger on it. So the desire for the FPV drone, I kind of parked in the back burner for a very long time, years in fact. Until just recently, they just randomly started coming back to me, and I started watching some of Potato Jet's FPV content. It really got me back into, okay, this is such a different shot than just your standard DJI drone shot that's just hovering in the air and just kind of parallaxing or whatever. It just looks so much better when you're doing a dive bomb of a building than when you're getting like, it's just a circular shot in the air of a building. Maybe that's just me, but it's just so cool. And so recently I was started, you know what? I think I might just go ahead and bite the bullet. There's a lot of pre-built packages you can get from like Rotor Riot and all these other places now. I might just drop the money and get something that's pre-built so I can actually fulfill this dream I've had forever. And then I remembered DJI released the Avata series. So then I started YouTubing and Googling the DJI Avata drones, and I remembered that they released an Avata 2 because I watched Potato Jet's video on it. Thought it was really cool. So I'm like, okay, this is just like a week ago. I'm about to buy an Avata 2. Legit, like I'm about to get it. And then something in my brain was like, you know what? Maybe you should just slow down and wait, because maybe they're going to drop something. You know, it's springtime. Maybe something new is going to drop. Enter in the Avata 360 announcement. So I'm thinking that this thing is going to be perfect timing for me. I really want an FPV drone that is really geared towards beginners, because the whole Avata series is literally, it's FPV for beginners. If you're a serious FPV enthusiast, the Avata probably wasn't for you. It was more so for people who are trying to get into FPV, but there's just so much barrier or so much friction, because the idea of spending a lot of money on a drone that you built and took hours to build, and then you fly it once and you crash it, and all of a sudden you got to rebuild it. Like, I mean, the Avata series was literally built for beginner FPV pilots. So this kind of sets up the scene for my frustration for this Avata 360, which it looks really cool and the specs are amazing and all that stuff, and I get it, but these are my personal gripes about it, because it is no longer an FPV drone at all. Actually, they completely stripped away all that stuff. And if you don't believe me, then you have to look up some of these videos, because you can't fly the thing in manual. I mean, I just don't understand it. So before I rant too much, let's get into the first point. The loss of control, okay? There is no more manual mode, okay? There's no more acro. There's no, I mean, it's legit. It's just a regular old drone now with a 360 camera on it. I mean, I don't even know why they put the Avata name on it, other than they just wanted to expand the line a little bit maybe. And I understand that they still sell the Avata 2, so if you want those features, then you can still get the Avata 2. But they have a feature on there called Easy Acro, right? And when you're wearing the goggles, you can hit the joystick or whatever, and it'll do a barrel roll, or it'll do a backflip or a front flip. Well, lo and behold, it's not actually doing those things. It's just doing it in camera. So it's using the 360 camera on the drone to make it look like to you in the goggles that the thing is doing a flip, but it's actually not doing a flip, which is pretty insane. What's the point? Is it so that when you're recording your video, you are making the viewer think that you did a front flip? Because I think that's even worse. I mean, it's like, I just don't understand it. So at this point, if you can't fly it in manual, and they're using terms like easy acro, and they're faking these maneuvers in the goggles, like, at that point it's no longer an FPV drone. It's just a drone that is tricking you, either the person who bought it or the person watching the video, that it's an FPV drone. So essentially it's a regular drone that can make the video look like it was an FPV drone. That's it. Which brings me to my second point, that this drone is no longer for beginner FPV enthusiasts. So if you are somebody who has been wanting to get into the FPV community and wanting to fly manual and learn how to do those different types of things and do dive bombs and barrel rolls and flips and all these other things, and be able to fly an acro and get these really cool, incredible shots, well, sorry to say, You're not going to be able to do those types of things with this drone. So if you are thinking of getting this drone because you think that it's a beginner FPV drone, it's just not the case. Go for the Avata 2 or something else, or I don't know. I am leaning towards just going to Rotor Riot and getting one of the pre-built packages that has like the DJI O4 transmission built into it already, just because I want to get those cool shots and I want to be able to fly an acro and all that. But yeah, it's almost like it's fake FPV. It's like it's not for the person who is a beginner who's afraid to crash. It's more so for the person who is wanting the FPV look, but doesn't really want to have the FPV flight, if that makes sense. Which brings me to my third and final point, is that this is just a bit of branding confusion. When you have the Avata 1 and then you have the Avata 2, there's a precedence that's been set that this is an FPV drone line, right? That this is the drone you get if you are on the fence about getting into the FPV world, but you don't want to crash your drone. You want some smart features to keep you safe and to keep you from crashing and all those other things, right? But you also want to be able to unlock the thing and fly it in full manual and do your flips yourself and all those other things. That's what the Avata name has been synonymous with so far. So when you say Avata 360, then I'm like, dang, this is going to be sweet, because you have all those FPV features, right? All the features of an FPV drone, flying in acro and manual, doing the flips and the dive bombs and all the things. But now you got a 360 camera on it. So wow, you can do all these tricks and you're recording everything all the time. So you can just reframe later and you have best of both worlds, right? You don't, like, if you're chasing a car and the car is just slightly out of frame, well, all of a sudden you can just reframe it. That's amazing. But they took the whole FPV part of it out, and they just left features like software features on there that make it to where it looks like an FPV. It's like fake FPV. I just don't understand it. And if I'm wrong and you disagree, please put a comment in the comment section below, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. It's just a little bit frustrating for me. So now I have a decision to make, again, because I thought my decision was being made for me because the Avata 360 was coming out and I was just going to drop cash on that and, all was going to be great. But now I have to decide if I want to get the Avata 2 or if I just go all in and get something from Rotor Riot and just try it, going straight to the full scale FPV. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think I should do? And what's your opinion on the subject? What do you think about it? Do you think that it's whatever, or do you agree with my point of view? And if you don't understand my point of view and you're confused, please put a comment in the comment section below, and I would love to chat with you. All right, see ya.